My name is Sisolia. I am the great-granddaughter of Dominic Charlie and Emma Douglas. That's where my name comes from. I'm the granddaughter of Moses and Bertha Billy in Squamish Valley. My English name is Donna Billy. My mother is Irene Teresa Susan. She married into the Mount Currie band. I'm a mother, 2 boys. I'm a grandmother. I share my late sister's children. There's 6 of them. I enjoy that. I'm quite active in our Squamish Nation community all my life. I used to be in the hospitality. I left that business and went to work for the nation. I was on council for 13 years. I left due to health reasons, and I'm not going to run again because my son won't let me. I am quite concerned right now about our future in the nation. When we were in the council before, we were more equitable with the membership. We included membership all the time. We had visitors' day. We always looked forward to those days and made sure our people weren't homeless. They weren't hungry. They didn't need a lot of medical help. We weren't shy to share. The way it is now, it seems like we're walking the white man's way, the colonial. We're too colonized now. There's no history, and I am proud of my history. Living in Squamish, IR 24, we're in the oldest reserve we've had. And being raised by my grandmother, Moses and Bertha, was the greatest gift I ever had. Not being in residential school, I got to learn more than my uncles and aunties and my cousins. I was blessed to have the teachings of growing up around the water, with the canoes, the logging, all the teachings around the logging industry. I was raised by them with all the uncles around. My aunties never really came home from residential school, so I miss them great dearly. I was raised as a sister, not a niece, with my grandparents. And I've always concentrated since then on working with our people. First time in the job with the elders was at the late Ta'a's Lodge on the North Shore beside St. Paul's with Auntie Dolores. And that was when I seen how much help we needed for our people. And we're not getting that now. The way we are now is not equal in Squamish Valley and the North Shore. All our people should be treated as one. I'm a Squamish band member, and I'm quite proud to be one, even though I live in Squamish. We have to be treated that way, and I want our future to be that way. My grandchildren and my nieces and nephews should be all treated equal. If we don't concentrate on that, we're going to lose. With the membership code coming up, we have to make a decision, open the door, close it, because we're going instinct right now. 7 generations were wiped out, and that's a really big concern for me. I am on membership. I'm on Elders Advisory. You know, I see a lot of changes. I'm 72 now, and I've seen lots and lots of changes since I was 10. There's just no equalism. The way our government is now, it's like we don't exist anymore. We don't have a say. Our structure is different. It's run like a white man's municipal, and it's got to stop. We need our custom law back so we can have our chiefs back. Our matriarchs, we're all strong, the matriarchs of the Squamish. Squamish women do a lot of work, and I appreciate everything our ancestors taught us. I'm listening to Joe the other night. Some of the words he said is we must be of all one on one land, protect our lands and our people. That was his job internationally and home. I don't see that kind of work done, and I want to know why. Why send our kids to school if we're not going to be equal? They're not treated as Squamish Nation people. They're treated as they're white. And to me, we have to get back to family meetings and togetherness. and sharing our culture and teaching. We're doing that already. We believe in our truth and reconciliation of our own. We don't have to go outside the nation to find it. I'm speaking on behalf of the elders that can't be here. I told them what we're going to be doing. I asked their opinion, and some of the words that I'm saying is from the ones that can't come. And they don't come to meetings, and they share all their little needs and wants with me. There's elders in Squamish Valley that have directed Mary Jane Natrell and myself to speak on their behalf. So we all need a say, we all have a voice, and out of 4,000 band members, we all need our voices heard. And I'm a Squamish Valley elder, and I'm very proud of it. And I'm here if you ever need me. The Electoral Reform, a lot of our people didn't understand that era. There was not a definite teaching of how to define the custom law and the electoral system, the new one. That we have a lot of autistic families. We have children that don't understand or comprehend electoral law. They don't know what election is, some of them. I feel that if we go back to custom, we'd have more chance of being equal again. To me, we need to do that in order to bring our Squamish back. We got a lot of family members that live off reserve. They know about election process. And it is important for us to teach the elector system now and to the students in the universities or before, or we will never ever be the same. We need custom law back. It's the best thing we have right now. We do not need to change it. Give us back our custom law. We have too many consultants, too many CEOs, too many staff. When I was on council, we never had this. We learned and we did. We had membership, and we had their teaching as well. And we had the money. We have the educated students that went to school to learn how to be accountants, etc., membership workers, all the needs that we needed, we were sending them to school. We did not have to hire consultants. And we didn't get no high pay raises or anything. People travel from Squamish. We didn't get the same rate of pay. We didn't have that. Years ago, we had to attend meetings, be at council meetings, be on time. And if we did wrong, we were reprimanded. We were given a job description to do by the people, not by our own governance. We had to go to the membership when there was a certain amount of money spent. Nobody talked about raises or anything. Didn't get such thing as a raise when we were in council. We did the jobs. We worked 24/7. There was no 9 to 5 job. When I was in council, the council was almost all dry from alcohol. As far as I know, nobody did drugs. When I left, I ended up with cancer, and I was asked to leave, and I told them no, I was on medical leave. And that was the only reason I was away, and my son got hurt. In the past, they asked my Uncle Chuck to leave, late Chuck Billy, when he was not well as well, because he missed so many council meetings. He was asked to leave the chair. So why is that happening now? Why are we still living like we have COVID? I feel the council has to be accountable for what they're doing. COVID's over. Get to work. That's why we have a council office. People need to be able to reach you. And where are you? You don't come to Squamish. And that was promised when you ran for council. You have to follow through with what you wanted. So with the referendums and all that coming up, I really, really think this council needs to really look back at what they've done. What have they accomplished this year? And why are the people so angry? There's no accountability there. There's not pointing fingers at anybody. We're saying the whole referendum system you got now is not working. You're forgetting the people, the ones that put you in those seats. And there has to be accountability in our government.
Do you feel that there is fear of retribution with the council if you don't agree with the direction that they're going in?
I don't know if it's fear. I think it would be disappointing if they did that. It'd be very childish. This is Squamish Nation is a very well-known business. We're looked at from all over the world, and people can see what's going on, that the membership is not happy. They've made promises, but we have not seen a lot of those promises. I think there will be retribution for certain people. I'm hoping I won't be as an elder. I do a lot of work for the elderly and for the membership in Squamish Valley. But we have a right to speak. And when we go to assemblies, we don't have the time to speak out how we actually feel. And we were born into chieftainship. The council knows that. And why play with the trains if they were working? Leave them alone. That old saying, leave it alone if it's not broken. So why change it? Why go municipal? Like, what are they doing for the Squamish Nation? What are the kickbacks? Are there kickbacks? What the heck's going on? Like, what's going to happen to us elders if we don't go with the flow? I want that answer myself. The elders need to know what's going to happen. Because the majority of them are all on this. They want 16 back. They didn't understand what a lot of them were signing, and the low-income families had no education to sign any document.
If you had a magic wand, what are you able to vision?
If I had a magic wand, I really, really would like to see our council join in with us and be one mind, one soul, and one family, the way we're supposed to be. We cannot be a strong nation without each other. There's 16 different families that were on that table, and we need them back. There's so much work to be done. We need it. It's not the money, it's the family tradition. It's our ways of our tradition of the Squamish Nation. And it's the teaching we got from our ancestors. If you go away from this, you're not respecting the past. And if we don't respect them, we're nothing. We have been taught from beginning to what we're going to do now. We have to keep this wand going so it's shining bright. We don't want to be depleted nation members.
You don't have to answer this one if you don't want to, but what my question to you is, how do you feel about with only having a council members of 8 and 3 are on the same family? Do you feel that this is a conflict of interest, or at the least an unhealthy power differential?
I don't agree with 8 council because Squamish Nation was made of 16. And I don't like that change without coming to the people. There's always been nepotism in the whole nation in any part of the job, whether you're a secretary, nursery school teacher, what have you, comm ops. There's too much hiring of the same in all departments, not just one. And that is a big issue in the Squamish Nation. In the beginning, that is why HR was formed. But now I find HR going out of its line of duty now. It was supposed to be there to help. But the conflict of interest, you're supposed to only have one member of one family. That's how the 16 were formed. That was my understanding from the past.
So do you feel at this time that HR has too much power over the community?
I don't think they have power. I think they're thinking they have power. But if they really looked outside, look in that window or look outside in the window, whatever, They're not getting a lot of respect from our people. They're losing the respect for what we are and who we are. And for the future, we're not going to have one if they don't go back to the way it was.
Thank you so much.
Koichka, thank you for having me.